Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to present to you our sanctuary. A haven for all the surviving fools at the edge of the world. It is, my friend. We built this place from the ground up, and I dare say it's a triumph worthy of the ages.
The mist does shield us from the Order, but it brings its own set of problems.
Precisely why we must tackle its effects without delay. By the way, if you'd like to speak with Mr. Bardolino, our laureate, you'll find his tent deep within the base. Feel free to talk to the others while we handle our tasks. We'll catch up once we're done.
Relax, young man. Life's only just unfurling its sails for you. Why sit there like one of those dour statues in the Order's halls? Don't be afraid to show a little spark.
I was just thinking about my future. Is Raguna truly lost to me forever?
Some have found their way back, but under the Order's watchful eye. Is that really what you want? A life without freedom? Listen, you don't need a grand stage to leave your mark. A true Raganese can turn even a ragged tent into the finest theater. That's what I'm preparing to do. I might be an old man now, but don't let that fool you. I was once crowned with the laurel, you know.
You? Are you Mr. Bardolino?
In the flesh. Ha 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 ha! As I took my final bow on stage, a bright light pierced through the clouds, shining down from the sky. And then, a radiant laurel descended upon me, and I heard a voice. It was the Sentinel's voice, ringing in my head. I asked them a question that had puzzled me since childhood. The ultimate philosophical riddle. What should I eat tonight? And they answered, the body is the temple of the mind. To keep your mind sharp, do consume healthy food, such as the loris salad. But why loris salad? I was baffled, and the meaning still eludes me to this very day. I've never been quick-witted, though. The Order's doctrines never quite took hold. Acting, however, that is where my true passion lies.
But why did a blessed laureate like you get banished by the Order?
Back when I won the laurel, Raguna was led by the Holy Maiden. She promoted all sorts of grand celebrations during the Carnival, an unceasing tide of revelry. Stages sprang up on every corner of the city, performances dancing through the streets, and shops adorned in vibrant hues. Even on rainy nights, you could still hear music playing in the square. Some performers wove their critiques into their acts. Sharp as she was, the Holy Maiden noticed. She refined city policy with each whisper of dissent. Ah, those were the golden days, my friend. The Holy Maiden once said that if she were to leave this world, she'd want no majestic tomb or solemn funeral, but the grandest carnival as her final farewell. And then she really did leave us. The current Primus took her place, and in the name of mourning the Holy Maiden, issued all sorts of bans on the carnival. But is that really what she would have wanted? The Order's grip tightened, and the carnival performances were reduced to dull, monotonous shadows of their former selves. One year, I strung a wire from a gondola to the top of the clock tower in Liberty Square, and another from the tower to the Thessalia's mansion. Then, I disguised myself as one of the LaGuardia to fool the acolytes, and climbed to the roof along the wire. Midway through the Order's performance, I hopped on a wing ray with a cloudcaster, showering the entire city with flowers.
Yes, it was a magnificent sight. The wingray soared higher than the acolytes could reach. They couldn't do anything but watch golden pink petals rain from the sky for 3 whole days.
They struggled to clean up the flowers from the streets, and it took a downpour to wash them all away. That cloudcaster, adapted from a music van, became the prototype for the one we use on stage today.
But that's all in the past. To this day, I'm still not sure what crime they pinned on me. Maybe walking the wire without protection? Anyway, I'm just an old relic now. But you lot, you're the main characters of this era, facing down every obstacle with fire in your bellies.
But isn't our fate already sealed? Without the so-called salvation the Order preaches, we're doomed to our banishment. Just lost souls, dying in obscurity.
Life is short, and we weren't born just to atone. The Order may banish us, but they can't take away our right to sing. Death is one of many possible ends, but it's certainly not the worst. Perhaps being forgotten is what the Order wanted for us.
They want to erase all traces of our existence, grind us into dust and drag us into the abyss. But we'll fight the tide and live our lives to the fullest. Members of the troupe may come and go, but they never truly left us. Their deeds and songs are passed down through the ages. One day, our voices will echo across every land. Our words will reach every corner of the world. And by then, even the tacit discords in the stormy sea will know our names.
That's the spirit, boy! Even if I can't earn myself a proper title, I'll become Rinascita's most enigmatic legend. When I'm gone, I'll leave behind a coffin that sings. Or maybe turn into a lark, singing every day and night!
What say you, Brad? Do you like this stage design? It could be used for this year's carnival. Our little chat reminded me of those good old days. So why not relive that scene I just mentioned? I still remember that famous line. Even without wings, we can still soar to the heavens. Now that you mention it, that is a very good question.
Please don't mind him. We like our performances big and bold, after all.
That fight with the dragon probably messed with the mountain's stability. If Bardolino keeps moving around up there, it could get dangerous. We need to find... We might need your help with this. Hera should have some useful items in her box. We've got a cloudcaster that can conjure up some fluffy cloud cushions. They'd make the perfect stairs to reach Mr. Bardolino, or catch him for a soft landing. But some of its parts have been borrowed by other troop members.
I'd rather be a wild flower, ignored by all in my own power, than a rose that bends and sways, bathed in grace, but lost in dismay. Who knows? Ask the Order and they'll give you 100 reasons. I can't even remember how long I drifted on that pilgrim's sail, but the troop found me just in time and took me in. What's past is past. It's the present that counts. Let go of the bad days and enjoy the moment. This is the way to live, I'd rather be a wild flower. Isn't it obvious? I'm practicing for the Carnival. I'm the troop's soprano and helmswoman. Steering Rinascita's echo ship isn't just about strength. It's about resonating with the echoes. After years at sea, I've learned that some echoes are sensitive to our songs and will react to them in different ways. The Order warns of sirens lurking in the stormy sea's mists, but they don't scare me. I'll show them who the real siren of these waters really is. I'd rather be a wild flower. Cloudcaster. It does ring a bell. Here, the resonance unit. It helps me find the right pitch and rhythm. Works like a charm. You should give it a try too.
Sailors cheer as hearts ignite. Soon we'll break these chains so tight. Set the course, embrace the storm, sailing on till light is born.
Oh, hello. I'm writing a sea shanty.
Did you know Raguna Gondolier songs are usually in 3/4 time? Matches the flow of water perfectly. When they row, their strokes go slow dip, quick lift, which fits that rhythm. But for our troop, we use a 4/4 signature with strong and weak beats. It's catchy and perfect for sailors to sing along to as we work together to tackle the waves. Sailors cheer as hearts ignite. Actually, boarding the pilgrim's sail was my choice. I used to compose hymns for the Order. Sounds prestigious. But the same old rhythm and lyrics started to wear on me. Music should be alive. So, I decided to take the pilgrimage, believing I'd find new inspiration from the divinity. You probably already know what the pilgrimage really is. I was foolish to believe the Order's lies. But luckily the troop found me and brought me in. Have you seen any of our performances, perhaps? We don't do those lofty soliloquies that give you existential dread. That doesn't mean our plays are shallow. They're just more hopeful and speak directly to the heart. We do commedia improviso, a style of play that's all about those fleeting, beautiful moments of everyday life. We sing of love that endures, enemies who become allies in the fight against evil. The Order may scoff at such stories, but they're real, human stories. Full of ambition, dignity, and everything that traveling with the troop. I've learned to see the beauty in the small things. And I've met people facing similar and unique life struggles. Only those who walk in the fields can really see how the crops grow. It's the same with music. You can't truly know it until you've listened. That's why I'm always chatting with the crew, gathering ideas for my ballads and shanties. The true rhyme of our time. Sailors cheer as hearts ignite. The Cloudcaster. Oh, I use its base as a desk. Our first mate lent it to me so I could write more comfortably. Here it is. Careful, it's heavy.
Come on, fish! Come to my net. Yeah, I borrowed the reel for me fishing rod. We scavenge all sorts of stuff from the beach and fix them up as needed. Nothing goes to waste. Don't be fooled by appearances. This stuff can be pretty versatile.
Good. We have all the parts now. Time to work, Pero. Everything's set for takeoff.
Let's position a cloud cushion beneath Mr. Bardolino. Then we'll pop the balloons and bring him down safely. Although we might need a bigger cushion.
The Cloudcaster's resonance unit responds to song. The louder our singing, the more powerful the...
In that case... All right, friends, old and new, come and join this sing-along! Bullseye! How about showing off that aim again with the rest of them? Almost done!
Oh, thank you, dear boy. You helped me complete this performance and fulfill one of my dearest wishes. Please, I'll gladly give you my most prized possession.
Apologies for my late arrival to such a magnificent performance. Did I miss anything?
Oh my, oh my. What an honor to witness the beauty of our generous benefactor. Thank you, my lady, for rescuing this humble soul in his moment of need.
You flatter me. The family's protection extends to all who stand by us.
Might I say what a pleasure it is to see you again, Miss Carlotta. You have my heartfelt gratitude.
Is everything going smoothly with your family, Miss Carlotta?
Yes, thank you. The Order's scheme was uncovered as planned. Uncle Capilet was rescued, and Grandfather has handled the rest. I still owe you thanks for improvising with me in front of that priest. You've got a sharp mind. No pain, no gain, as Grandfather used to say. I'm pleased we're on the same page. Your kindness is much appreciated. The Montellis won't forget this. In return, I'll share everything I know. I believe you've noticed that the Order has been undermining the family under the guise of its doctrines. Alienation, monopolization, just a few tricks up their sleeve. Their true motives, however, run deeper. Their alliance with the Fraxidus speaks volumes. While we don't know the full extent of their conspiracy, one thing is clear. Their sights are set on this year's carnival. The carnival is likely where you'll find clues about the Sentinel. Legend has it that the Sentinel, Imperator, has been secluded in the heavens, cut off from the mortal realm. The last record of the Sentinel is from the carnival a decade ago. At that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist. Ghosts roamed the streets. A dragon roared from the sky, and a sea behemoth raged, summoning towering waves. Do any clues come to mind?
The mist might be coming from the remnant clouds in the Nimbus Sanctum. Lorelei has the power to purify and control them, but the Fraxidus interfered.
Remnant clouds corrupted by evil will disrupt Echo's frequencies. If the mist had spread to the city, it would have stirred the echoes into chaos.
We are lucky that you and Zani, along with that acolyte, awakened Lorelei in time. You prevented the mist from spreading and averted the wave-worn. The Fraxidus must still be licking their wounds. At that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist. Ghosts roamed the streets. A dragon roared from the sky, and a sea behemoth raged, summoning towering waves.
The Montelli traders used Lycoris in experiments to turn echoes back into tacit discords. If they were successful, the ghosts seen 10 years ago may have also been created this way.
Ghost is just a dramatic name given by the Raganesi for tacit discords. They look nearly identical to echoes, especially in the mist.
With your help, Grandfather has thwarted their plan. No corrupted echoes will appear at this year's carnival. At that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist.
The Order has allied with the Fraxidus to control the dragon. From what I saw when I connected with its frequency, they might be planning to command it to attack Raguna during the carnival.
After the tacit discords took over this isle, the Order used them as an excuse to forbid any entry. It might be their way of concealing the dragon's existence.
But without the Lycoris, the Dragon of Dirge is now off the table.
At that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist.
The remnant clouds spreading, experiments to turn echoes, and the dragon's manipulation. The Order plans to recreate these disasters at this year's ceremony. The Order and the Fraxidus are allies. To prevent the Carnival's sabotage, we must stop them. But what is their motive?
The Primus called it a divine punishment, and took the opportunity to appear as a savior. A perfect way to build legitimacy.
The Order relies on the people's faith in the Sentinel. With the Sentinel's 10-year absence,
It is for this reason that the Order has been forced to revive the festival. Let's consider the implications. If the Carnival proceeds unhindered, how would it affect the Order? The current Primus claims to be the Enlightened One, the Sentinel's Resonator. However, based on the prophecy we found in the ruins, This role is meant for the young maiden who is destined to heed the divine oracles during the Carnival.
The Carnival is the only time humans can directly communicate with the Sentinel. Normally, it's the Primus who conveys the Sentinel's words.
A successful Carnival offers a chance for citizens to meet the Sentinel in person. But for the Primus, and possibly the Order, it poses a threat if they've been fabricating the oracles. To sabotage it while still maintaining their authority, they partnered with the Fraxidus.
The Fraxidus will cause chaos during the Carnival, and the Order will swoop in as the saviors, restoring public trust just as they did before.
So far, you've helped us crush 3 of their schemes, but one remains. We have evidence that the Cetus is being manipulated, and the Fraxidus are setting up their final plan. With their whereabouts unknown, we'll need to adapt our strategy as the Carnival unfolds. From what I've noticed, you're not one to act passively or pin your hopes on others. You prefer to strike first and steer events in your favor. Winning the laurel might give you the chance to talk with the Sentinel. The Sentinel's resonator may also be present, so...
Our aim has always been clear: to restore the Carnival to its former glory with a performance for the ages. If the Divine truly exists, would they wish to see their people living without freedom? Or witness a festival twisted into a tool for tyrants? If we win the laurel, we'll show that such punishment is absurd. But if that's truly their design, we shall break those divine shackles ourselves. Whether divinity exists or not, we will fight for Raguna's freedom, where everyone has the right to live and pursue a future of their own choosing.
The Montellis share this vision. Only in a free society can a fair and open market thrive. However, the troop alone is too weak. The family is under close watch and our enemy hides in the shadows. We need your strength to find our way forward. Thank you. I'm pleased we've reached an agreement once more.
All right. What should we do now? Any plans?
Since the Order intends to sabotage the Carnival and incite chaos amongst the guests, confronting them directly only plays into their hands. You've seen the troops' unique approach to combat, haven't you? That's precisely why we're allies with them. We will turn any disturbances into a theatrical performance.
I can see our friend here is still a bit confused. No worries, my dear boy. We'll have a quick rehearsal before the Carnival begins. Speaking of which, Ms. Carlotta, would you honor us by joining our performance?
Me? I do have some stage experience, though I must confess I may be a bit out of practice.
We don't know what challenges we'll face, so your help will be needed, Miss Carlotta. Plus, it's a chance for you to get to know our methods.
If you insist.
Wonderful! As the festivities continue, if you're both ready, please join us on the stage of the troop liner. Our rehearsals are rather straightforward. No scripts, just pure intuition and our senses guiding us. That's what makes Commedia Improviso truly come alive. For our improvised comedy, we start with a theme. From there, we build our lines and act on the fly, responding to the unfolding show and audience reactions.
But with the limitless capacity for human creativity at play, the plot can sometimes veer into the, well, unconventional. To prevent things from spiraling too far, we set an anchor for the performance.
Pardon my interruption, but I'm quite curious. What sort of bizarre plots have you encountered?
Well, something like a humble craftsman from a small town sets sail on a rainy night, stumbles upon ancient ruins, is reincarnated with superpowers, and then decides to conquer the galaxy, becoming the Emperor of the Stars. So, we draft a basic outline that assigns roles and guides the plot's direction.
And this time, our outline is: a kingdom is attacked, monsters run rampant, and the Demon King has kidnapped the Holy Maiden. A few brave heroes accept the minister's quest to defeat the Demon King and rescue her. This outline holds special meaning. We want to pay tribute to the play once performed by the Blessed Maiden herself, which was also about a hero facing a Demon King.
Good people have their wishes fulfilled, heroes appear in a time of crisis, justice triumphs over evil, and united friends are undefeatable. This is the tale the Blessed Maiden once told, and it's a universal story we want to portray.
To me, the world is a stage, and performing is much like combat. Coordinated movements, quick thinking, sharp reflexes, and, above all, trust in your allies. What I'm getting at is that you both are very skilled and capable. We don't have many do's and don'ts. So relax and express yourselves freely on stage. This rehearsal is to help you get familiar with basic stage movements, techniques, and the troupe style, and to build good rapport.
Exactly. I'll handle the stage lighting, Brant will narrate, and the rest will take on the role of the audience.
If you're ready, let's begin. Everyone, a big round of applause to welcome the Rover and Miss Carlotta on stage!